What if you had an idea, something personal, something you truly believe in, and the moment you shared it, people laughed at it? Would you still express it? And what if nobody reacted at all? No criticism, no comments, no interaction. Would you still express it? Welcome to Goodnight Tango. My name is Christos, I'm dancing tango for 8 years now, and for the last 3 years I'm also writing about that in my blog. You know, when I started my blog, I actually started by accident. I was posting small text in Facebook for my friends during COVID, just to keep in touch, and that evolved slowly into the blog that I have for the last 3 years. But in the beginning, I was playing it safe. Everything that I was writing was pretty much stories or common things that we all have experienced in tango, and everybody was liking it. And yeah, it was very safe texts and nothing really controversial. After we returned to dance from the break of COVID, I started noticing in the dance floor and in the communities behaviors that I didn't like. And I wanted to express my opinion. I wanted to say something about that, but I always hesitated. I thought that maybe I would offend people, maybe that was just my idea, my impression, and nobody else shared the same idea. Maybe I was biased, I don't know. So I was always hesitating to post something that was a little bit more controversial. Actually, I have written one post, and I remember that I had it in my drafts almost for 1 year. It was a post about a community and how things have deteriorated in terms of the milongas in the community. And I was really hesitating until 1 year after I have written the text, something happened which triggered me. So I sent the text to a couple of friends. We discussed a little bit. I realized that it was not just my impression, and I took courage to publish it. That was the first time that I remember myself posting something that I was truly believing it. I was honest about it, and it could stir up some emotions. It could stir up some discussion. But you know what happened? From the people that I was actually having in mind, from the community that I had in mind, almost nobody reacted. It was almost like I never posted that, almost like nobody read this, or maybe just a couple of friends. But then something really magic happened. From the moment that I posted that text, I received tens of messages from other people in other communities telling me that this text resonated with them and they have the same problems in their communities too. And that was one of the first times that I experienced this feeling of not being alone, of expressing a message that actually resonates with other people, even if I don't even know them. And this is what gave me courage in the next time that I wanted to express something difficult to actually continue. When I look back at my hesitation and all those fears that I had before publishing the article, I realized there was something more into it. The same thing that happens with ideas or opinions that we are afraid to express because they might be controversial also happens with emotions. And actually it happens with emotions in our dance, when we dance. And even more when we dance tango. Tango is a music genre and a dance which is full of emotions that are uncomfortable to our society today. Emotions like doubt, like frustration, loneliness, abandonment, loss, all these things that create pain in us. Emotions that we tend to put aside, hide them, ignore them, but they still exist. In modern societies, media, social media and mass media in general tend to focus on the image. You see all over the place videos of people dancing tango and they look amazing. They look so gorgeous and beautiful, and their movement is flowing so naturally and so nice that you are amazed. As men, we're also often grown up with this idea that expressing emotions makes you seem weak, especially when it comes to emotions like loneliness, like pain, like loss. And this creates one more obstacle in expressing those emotions in our dance. So in the end, we end up hesitating to express those dark emotions in our dance because we feel that maybe we will be laughed at, or maybe there will be no reaction, or maybe nobody will get us. It's exactly the same fear as the fear that I described before. You hesitate to publish an article, you hesitate to express an emotion, you hesitate to express an opinion, because you're thinking what the others will think about that. You're thinking about the other's opinion. But should you really do that? And the problem becomes bigger because many times when we learn to dance tango, we don't learn how to express those emotions. We learn frameworks, techniques, routines, sequences, steps that are without any meaning and just sequences one after the other, but we never really manage to use them in order to express an emotion. So we tend to hide behind these frameworks, behind these sequences or these steps or whatever else, and we think that we express an emotion, but in reality, this doesn't happen. Emotions and their expressions are pretty much unique to each person. So when you take a framework, when you take a technique or a step or whatever else you learn in the class, in order to express some emotion with it, you need to make it your own. You need to own it yourself and then use it as a tool to express this emotion, whatever emotion you want to express. But this oftentimes means that you have to break the framework or move outside of the boundaries of the framework that you already have. Imagine buying a furniture from a big chain like IKEA. Everybody else has the same furniture like you. Everybody else uses the same furniture like you. What makes this furniture yours? It may be that you use it in a specific way. It may be that you have some specific decorations on top of it. It may be that you have specific books or things that you do in this. It's your own way that you use it. It's your own way that you decorate it, maybe. It's your own way of having it in your place and adapting it to your space and your personality that actually makes it yours. The same thing happens with steps and sequences and the frameworks that we learn in Tango. These are mostly like IKEA furnitures. We all learn the same things, but each one of us has to take them and make them their own, use their own body language, use their own way to express emotions, add them to this, and then they become yours and you express your emotions through them. But in order to do that, you need first to free yourself from this fear of expressing your emotions, this fear of looking bad, this fear of looking awkward, this uncomfortable sensation that you have inside you that maybe people will laugh at me, maybe people will ignore me and nobody will dance with me because I will not look good. But you know what? Actually, when you're honest and you're expressing these emotions with honesty, this will be appreciated. This will be understood by people. It will resonate with people and you will find people that will understand you. Maybe you will lose some other couples. Maybe you will lose some other dances, some other people. But really, do you really want to connect with people without expressing any emotion in your dance? And as I said, breaking this framework becomes even harder because the emotions that we want to express is often emotions that we keep inside us, we hide, we ignore. Things like losing somebody, things like abandonment, things like for doubts, fears, pain, deep pain, sorrow. These things are very dark. Maybe you have experienced them, maybe you have put them aside and you don't want to think about them, but expressing them in your dance is actually one of the steps to understand them, own them, and accept them. It is only then that you feel that you're expressing your whole self. You're expressing both the happy side, both the good side, both the side that you want people to see about you and your dark side and your bad side and your side that maybe you want to hide from people. And this bad and good side, this contrast between the two sides is what creates the attractiveness, what creates this honesty and what is actually making people want to dance with you. I can say that personally, I'm very comfortable still expressing all these emotions. Sometimes it happens, sometimes I still hesitate. And every time that you want to create something new, every time that you want to do something new and express a new opinion, a new idea, or your emotions that you're hiding, you will feel uncomfortable. You have to know that. Every time that you create something new, you will feel uncomfortable. After blogging for 3 years, after creating posts that created controversy and discussion, I still have this kind of uncomfortable feeling when I start something new. For example, when I started creating those videos, yeah, I felt very uncomfortable and I still feel uncomfortable every time I hit the record button. It's not something that comes natural talking to a camera. And you have to fight this fear. You have to fight this uncomfortable feeling and go beyond that and express yourself, because this is when you actually manage to make a connection and you manage to resonate with other people and understand that you're not alone. I will close up with one very fun story that happened just a few weeks ago. One of my latest attempts of creating something new was these t-shirts that you see. They are t-shirts that you can buy through the blog site and you can wear in the milongas, and they have messages that have to do with tango. Actually, there are only two main designs with messages, one about the pose and one the one that I'm wearing, and another one pretty generic. But this is not the point. The point is that I have created this a few months ago, hoping that people would like the idea and maybe buy some of these t-shirts and wear them in their milongas. And actually, yeah, I didn't care much about the reaction. I had the feeling of this awkwardness and a comfortable starting of something new, of creating something new. But this, after all these times, became a bit easier to break through, because I said, okay, what if nobody cares? What if nobody buys anything? It doesn't matter. My need is to express these things, to express these ideas, these opinions, and put them in a t-shirt. And yeah, maybe nobody will buy them. It's okay. Nobody cares. So a few weeks ago, I was in this event, and it was the first time that I wear this t-shirt that I'm wearing now. And it's a t-shirt that has a pretty unique design and a pretty funny design, which resonates with, has to do with all this message of fearing the creation and fearing to expressing the bad and sad emotions inside you. It has this parallel with the Gollum, which actually is the bad side of Hobbit, with all these dark emotions and finding the ring, which is his precious. And when you find the bad feelings inside you, then you can find your own tango. So I have this parallel with the ring, the precious, with tango as well. So there was this parallel in this design. So I was wearing this t-shirt. I went into the milonga. I was actually wearing a pullover over the t-shirt. So I take off the pullover, sit down, enjoy a couple of tandas, and then I said, okay, it's time to dance. The designer's on the back, so nobody has seen anything. And I can show a partner. I start dancing. It was a pretty enjoyable tanda. In the beginning, I feel myself trembling. I feel myself uncomfortable. I feel myself having the same anxiety when you dance with a very nice partner or a very good partner out of your league, and you have this anxiety of, wow, it's something big happening. And I had the same anxiety because I was wearing the t-shirt, and I knew that people could see that, and maybe I would receive comments about that. I don't know. But the tanda finishes, I walk out the dance floor, the milonga continues. It's about 3-4 hours after the event is finished, and there's nothing, not even one comment, not even one reaction to the t-shirt. And I almost forgot that I'm wearing it. Until a couple of days later, I see in the group of the event a video posted focusing especially on my t-shirt. And I realized that people have noticed it. Actually, one person have noticed it and posted it in the Facebook group of this event. And I was so happy that, somebody actually noticed it, took the message, found it very interesting, and shared it with the rest of the people, shared it with the world. The funny thing is that we never really connected with this person. We never danced with this person. We never chatted with this person. I didn't know them. And the fact that they posted this video and I commented on that, and we had a chat after that, and we discussed about it, and I got a video and I use it now here and you can see it, is what it is all about. Expressing something that you feel, expressing an emotion, expressing an opinion, expressing an idea, and putting it out there. You never know. People will see it. Maybe somebody will judge it. Maybe you will receive some negative comments. Maybe you will receive some criticism. But in the end, I bet that you will find people that will resonate with the message that you put out there. So the final message that I want to put out there is, don't be afraid. If you have something to express, if you want to express an opinion, if you want to express an idea, something new, is it in the dance? Is it in any other place in your life, in any other aspect of your life? Don't fear of what people will say about that. Don't think about and don't hesitate because of other people's opinions. Just put it out there, just express yourself, and you will feel much better after doing that. So I believe you understand that I know firsthand that this fear of creating something new, putting yourself out there, expressing something, is never ending, is never going away. Every time that you have to create something new, every time that you have to express something new, this fear will exist. You have to make friends with it, accept it, and push through it. If you want to buy this t-shirt or any other t-shirt that I have in the blog, I will put the link in the description, and you will see a coupon code also for a 15% discount for this t-shirt design as well. Let me know in the comments if you hesitate with expressing something new or if you hesitate with creating something new. And if you did create something or if you did express something that you hesitated about, let me know what was the reaction and how did that go in the end. And if you're already a tango dancer and you like posing in your dances, then the video over there tells my story about how I discovered the power of poses in tango. See you over there, and don't forget to move forward both in the dance floor and in life. Bye!